Remember this guy? 2200 bar rail sensor. Show you how to install it, and then flash 2.5, run it, and show you the differences that this little guy can make in your 2-liter TDI. Today I use these tools for this install. 27mm socket, 10mm socket, M10 triple square, extension, hose pliers, hose clamp pliers, a magnet for when you drop a bolt, because you will, 1/2 inch ratchet, torque wrench. You can do it all with hand tools. I mean, I know I used little 3/8 impacts to make it quicker, but it's easily done with hand tools as well.
Yeah, give me that.
So you do the air, you get your hand in. Colton wants to hear the snap. There we go. Start by removing the engine cover. The sensor we are replacing is right here on the end of your fuel rail. Now, I'm gonna do this my way. So first things first, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move the fuel filter, move this little auxiliary pump here, just kind of flip it all up so we can fit a socket in here and a ratchet to get that thing off easy. Doing it this way, I can put a torque wrench on it, get the proper spec. We'll remove this coolant hose. There's a couple little 10mm bolts and a 10mm nut down there. That guy. This one you can just loosen. And there's a little nut on the engine mount. That comes off. And it's already got a shop towel on it because this has been off before. That's a little trick to get the nut in there without it falling out of your socket. So now you should be able to just lift this kind of up and out. Let's try to get this out of here. And you can bring this up like this. Little auxiliary pump here. It's just 2 M10 triple squares. Magnet. Got it. All right, so with these two things, actually you could even probably push this down out of the way. So you see, this is what we're trying to get to. But you see how she's all kind of dirty and gross there. I'm gonna spray it down with some brake clean and hit it with some compressed air so we don't get any dirt or contaminants in our fuel line. 27 is what you need for this. Should just fit right over top of the sensor like that. Just kind of move things around so you can get your ratchet in there. Just like that. Get your new sensor ready to go in, just so there's not much time with it sitting cracked wide open like this. Old one out, new sensor versus old sensor. New one in. Torque that bad boy. Factory spec on it is 100 Newton meters. Just gonna plug it back in. Just put everything back where it was that you took off. We should be good to go. And the last step before you get in your car, don't get in and just start cranking the car, hoping it'll start. Anytime you open up the fuel system on these diesels, you've now introduced air into the system, and you have to bleed the system to get rid of the air. Any little bit of air in these cars will cause the engine not to start. What you can do is hook up to VCDS, go into basic settings, fuel supply pump activation, hit on. You can hear the pump running in the car. You probably can't hear it on the camera, but it's running. You know, it says just run it for like 30 seconds. I like to run it twice just to be sure. Might be overkill, but I just want to make sure there's no air left in the system before I start to try to fire it up. Do I just stand here for 30 seconds and then stand here for 30 more seconds and then try to fire the car up? I mean, while it's doing this, you can always come back to your sensor. You can hear things running here, but just stick your hand under, make sure there's no fuel leaking out where you just installed the sensor. Did that a couple times. Now it should just fire up. Took a little longer, but we got there. we got there. And that's it, that's all. Well, I'll flash the 2.5 tune on it. We'll go over the numbers between stage 2 and stage 2.5. All right, so this is the difference between stage 2 and 2.5. I just have the graphs kind of overlaid here. The blue is your stage 2 and the red is your stage 2.5. So with the 2.5 and the upgraded sensor, our tune gives you more torque a little bit sooner in the RPM range. You get a bit more horsepower in the low end, and it carries a little bit of power and torque throughout the whole RPM range up to redline. It's not huge gains going from stage 2 to stage 2.5, but you are reaching the physical limits of the stock turbo. Or where this 2200 bar pressure sensor really shines is when you do like a stage 3 upgrade to like a CR170 turbo. Then you can take advantage of the extra fuel a little more. But for this, if you just want to squeeze that little bit extra out of your stock turbo, then stage 2, these are the gains you can expect. That's it for today. If you want to learn more about 2-liter TDI add-ons, you can click the link in the top right. But otherwise, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I'm out.